Jennifer Lopez, Diddy's longtime ex-girlfriend, has resurfaced in the public eye, following news of the music mogul's recent arrest and impending court trial. Lopez, who is currently navigating her own emotional turmoil amid her divorce from Ben Affleck, now finds herself thrust into fresh controversy as echoes of her past re-emerge, with Diddy behind bars facing 17 lawsuits, including a high-profile case with his ex Cassie. A resurfaced photo of him and Lopez has reignited attention this time. However, it's Lopez who is stepping forward, sharing her painful story of being mistreated during their relationship, casting a new shadow over an already complex situation. But first, let's talk about Jennifer Lopez. After Diddy's arrest amid the ongoing legal issues facing Sean Diddy Commons' interest in his past relationship with Jennifer Lopez has resurfaced. This drama unfolds in the aftermath of Homeland Security's raids on two of his properties in March 2024, which have brought troubling footage from 2016 to light, showing a violent confrontation with his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. These unsettling developments raise discussions about the couple's tumultuous history, particularly the notorious nightclub shooting of 1999 that entangled both Lopez and Combs. Lopez's presence at the scene of the shooting, leaving the nightclub in the same vehicle as Combs, positions her as a key witness to the events of that night. New York attorney Pete Gleon explained to In Touch Weekly that Jennifer Lopez's involvement as a witness with first-hand knowledge of the incident could lead to her being subpoenaed to testify under oath. He added that if any criminal charges or civil claims are still within the statute of limitations, Lopez might become entangled in a new legal battle, which could pose significant problems for her. Soon after the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs, Jennifer Lopez's team began working tirelessly to maintain a sense of control amidst a whirlwind of personal and professional challenges. The arrest of her former boyfriend Sean Diddy Combs in Manhattan has only added to the mounting stress. Already grappling with the emotional toll of her high-profile split from Ben Affleck, Lopez finds herself facing yet another unwelcome disruption while she was still processing the fallout out from her separation. The sudden re-emergence of her past had thrown her into a new crisis. Cole's legal troubles are now looming large, shifting the focus away from her recent heartbreak and intensifying the pressure on her personal life. Former record executive and convicted felon Sue Knight believes that the rumored impending divorce between Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck is a result of Lopez's involvement in tapes seized by the FBI during a raid on Sean Diddy Combs' homes. In a recent episode of his prison podcast Collect Calls with Sue Knight, he claimed that the FBI may have confiscated tapes from the raids on Diddy's mansions earlier in the year, some of which allegedly feature Lopez. Knight stated that during the raid, authorities obtained videos of Lopez and referred to her involvement in the 1999 nightclub shooting where Moses Shine Barrow took the blame for Diddy. He further asserted that Lopez lied by claiming the gun belonged to Shine, which led to his imprisonment, even though she allegedly knew was Diddy's weapon. The former CEO of Death Row Records, currently incarcerated for a 2015 fatal hit and run, has claimed that Ben Affleck is now in possession of certain tapes that have played a significant role in creating tension in his relationship with Jennifer Lopez. Knight, while speaking on his podcast, suggested that the FBI had likely reached out to Ben Affleck. He noted that Affleck, being a respected figure in his community, would probably have been approached with information regarding his wife. Knight speculated that federal agents might have informed him, expressing a desire to show him certain details about his wife. Diddy and Lopez, who dated between 1999 and 2001, were the subject of a recent Rolling Stone report indicating that Diddy had tried to win her back after their breakup in recent months. Diddy has been accused of sexual assault and other criminal activities allegedly occurring during that period. Knight's statements have surfaced amid ongoing rumors of a split between Affleck and Lopez. Reports suggest that Affleck may have already moved out of their $60 million Beverly Hills home, which TMZ has reported the couple is quietly trying to sell amidst the controversies surrounding Diddy's arrest. A resurfaced photo of Jennifer Lopez and P. Diddy has sparked a whirlwind of controversy in the wake of Diddy's recent arrest. This intimate snapshot taken during their relationship has re-emerged just as Diddy faces serious charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. The timing of this photo's resurgence has led to intense speculation and scrutiny, drawing attention to the past connections and social circles of these high-profile celebrities. The photo captures a moment of intimacy and camaraderie with Lopez and Diddy snuggled up on a bed alongside several other notable figures. Among them were the dearly departed R&B sensation Aaliyah, the late Andre Harrell, supermodel Nathan Adcock, and entrepreneur Damon Dash. The image, taken at the height of their relationship, showcases the couple's close-knit social circle and the glamorous lifestyle they led at the time. The photo was just another snapshot of a celebrity couple enjoying a festive occasion with friends, but in light of recent events, it has taken on a new and controversial significance. The resurfaced photo has prompted fans and critics alike to re-examine the dynamics of Lopez and Diddy's relationship and the social circles they moved in. One fan remarked that the Diddy scene had aged poor, while another noted that Ben Affleck's divorce now made much more sense. The photo sparked a wide array of reactions ranging from shock and disbelief to curiosity and speculation. Jennifer Lopez, who has since moved on from her relationship with Diddy, has remained notably quiet amidst the controversy. Her silence has only fueled further speculation about the nature of their past relationship and the impact of the resurfaced photo. Diddy's court case, the first major crack in Diddy's public persona, appeared in November 2023 when his former girlfriend, singer Cassie, filed a civil suit against him. This lawsuit would be the catalyst for a series of shocking revelations that would eventually lead to federal raids on his property. Cassie, whose full name is Cassandra Ventura, accused Diddy of a litany of abuses during their relationship, which spanned from 2007 to 2018. She alleged that Diddy raped her, beat her in fits of uncontrollable rage, and exerted a tight hold over her life. One of the most disturbing claims was that Diddy forced her to participate in what he called freak-off sexual encounters with other men, often sex workers, while he watched. These allegations were filed under New York State's Adult Survivors Act, which allowed adult victims of sexual violence a one-year window to file civil claims regardless of the statute of limitations. Cassie's lawsuit opened the floodgates for other victims to come forward. Joy Dickerson Neal, inspired by Cass's bravery, filed her suit on November 23, just a day before the Adult Survivors Act was set to expire. Dickerson Neal claimed that in 1991, while she was a student at Syracuse University, Diddy drugged and sexually assaulted her. She recounted how she agreed to have dinner with Diddy in Harlem, only to be drugged and taken to a place where he was staying. She later discovered that Diddy had filmed the assault and shown it to others. On the last day of eligibility under the Adult Survivors Act, Liza Gardner filed a lawsuit accusing Diddy of sexually assaulting her when she was just 16 years old. Gardner alleged that in either 1990 or 1991 she met Diddy and R&B singer Aaron Hall at an event held by MCA Records in Manhattan. After the party, she was invited back to Hall's apartment, where Diddy coerced her into having sex. Hall then barged into the room, pinned her down, and sexually assaulted her. Diddy denied Gardner's allegations through his representative. The allegations continued to pile up. In December 2023, Jane Doe filed a lawsuit claiming that she was sexually assaulted and sex trafficked by Diddy and Har Pierre, the former president of Bad Boy Records. The unidentified woman said the assault occurred in 2003 when she was 17 and Diddy was 34. According to the suit, she met Diddy and Pierre at a lounge in Detroit where Pierre smoked cracked cocaine and forced her to perform oral sex on him. She was then taken to a studio in New York City where Diddy, Pierre, and a third defendant plied her with drugs and alcohol before taking turns raping her in a bathroom. Diddy denied the assault allegations and Pierre called the suit a tale of fiction. In February 2024, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a producer who worked closely with Diddy, filed a federal suit alleging that Diddy and his associates engaged in serious illegal activities. Jones claimed that during his time working with Diddy from September 2022 to November 2023, he was sexually harassed, pressured to engage in sexual and forced to procure sex workers for Diddy. He also alleged that Diddy gave drinks laced with drugs to people at parties. Jones stated that Diddy required him to record him constantly, resulting in hours of footage showing Diddy and his staff engaging in criminal conduct. Screenshots of video clips were included in the suit depicting parties with underage girls and sex workers. These events marked a turning point in the investigation into Sean Diddy Cole's. The federal raid on his properties and the arrest of his associates signaled that the authorities were taking the allegations seriously. On September 17, 2024, Manhattan federal court papers were unsealed, revealing a harrowing indictment. Diddy was charged with racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The indictment detailed decades of abuse, manipulation, and coercion, painting a chilling picture of a man who used his power and influence to exploit others. Less than one day after his arrest, Diddy appeared in a New York City courtroom just before 2:30 p.m. His attire, taupe gray athletic pants and a black t-shirt, was a contrast to the suits we are used to seeing him in. As he walked to sit between his lawyers at the defense table, he pantomimed being handcuffed, even though his wrists were not restrained. When asked if he was ready to enter a plea, Diddy stood, adjusted the microphone, and firmly declared that he was not guilty. The courtroom buzzed with whispers as Judge Robin Tarnowski made the shocking decision to decline his release on bond. The music industry was quick to react. Shyne, the rapper, who served 10 years in prison after a nightclub shooting involving Diddy, spoke out about his former mentor's character. He recounted that when he was an 18-year-old kid wanting to make his mother proud and take over the world, he defended Diddy, but Diddy turned around and called witnesses to testify against him, effectively sending him to prison. Shyne's statement was obtained by Billboard. The unsealed indictment against Sean Diddy Combs is a document that reads like a horror story. Federal prosecutors have laid out a series of allegations that spanned decades, painting a picture of systematic abuse, manipulation, and coercion. According to the indictment, Diddy used his employees and his vast business empire to create what prosecutors call a criminal enterprise. This enterprise allegedly served to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. The indictment details how Diddy verbally, emotionally, physically, and sexually abused women. Prosecutors alleged that he manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. These women were kept under his control through a combination of drugs, career manipulation, and financial power. The indictment also appears to directly invoke the allegations made by Cassandra Cassie Ventura. Cassie accused Diddy of rape and a decade of abuse throughout their relationship. Surveillance video from May 17, 2024, showed Diddy physically attacking her at a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. This incident, where Diddy kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at Cassie, is just one of many detailed in the indictment. In March 2024, federal agents raided Diddy's houses in Miami and Los Angeles. At the time of the raids, Diddy was on his way to the Bahamas and was stopped at a Miami airport. Officials seized his cell phones, and Diddy's attorney Dyer issued a stat describing the raid as an ambush and insisting that Diddy was innocent during the raid. Brendan Paul, an associate of Diddy, was arrested at the Miami Opaka Executive Airport. Paul was charged with possession of suspected cocaine and marijuana candy. He was named in Jane's lawsuit as someone who acquired and distributed drugs and guns on Diddy's behalf. According to a Miami-Dade police report, local law enforcement was with agents from Homeland Security and customs officers at the time of Paul's arrest. What they found during the raid was shocking: 3 AR-15 assault rifles with damaged serial numbers, a drum magazine, and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. But the most disturbing revelations were about the so-called freak-off parties. Prosecutors described these freak-offs as elaborate sex performances orchestrated by Diddy. Women were lured into his world under the guise of romantic relationships, only to be forced into these performances. Diddy allegedly directed, masturbated during, and recorded these acts, which sometimes spanned multiple days. When the freak-offs ended, Diddy and his victims reportedly received IV fluids to recover from the physical exert and drug use. The male sex workers at the center of these acts were allegedly forced into participation through threats and coercion. Prosecutors claimed that Diddy used his vast network and business resources to carry out these crimes, referring to the organization as the Combs Enterprise. This criminal organization allegedly ran an international media and entertainment business, including Bad Boy Records, while committing numerous crimes. The feds list kidnapping, arson, bribery, and drug distribution among the crimes committed by the Combs Enterprise. Diddy allegedly maintained his power through violence and threats, exacting loyalty from his underlings. The legal implications of these racketeering charges are severe. Racketeering under the RICO Act is a federal crime that involves operating an illegal business or scheme in order to make a profit. If convicted, Diddy faces up to life in prison. The charges against him are not just about individual acts of abuse, but about a systematic pattern of criminal behavior designed to exploit and control others. As Diddy awaits trial, the potential consequences loom large. A conviction would not only mean a lengthy prison sentence, but also the complete dismantle of his business empire. Jennifer Lopez and Diddy's relationship. The story of Jennifer Lopez and Sean Diddy Combs begins in 1999, a year that would forever change the trajectory of their lives. At the time, Jennifer Lopez was an emerging star making waves in both the music and film industries. Her debut album, On the Six, had just been released, and she was quickly becoming a household name. Sean Diddy Combs, on the other hand, was already a well-established figure in the music industry. As a producer, rapper, and entrepreneur, he had built an empire and was known for his influence and power in the hip-hop world. Their paths crossed on the set of Lopez's music video for her hit single, If You Had My Love. The chemistry between them was immediate and undeniable. Lopez later recalled that their relationship began with an instant attraction. She explained that he immediately let her know that he liked her and told her he loved her right away, to which she responded with surprise. Lopez mentioned that everything progressed very quickly, but they shared a strong connection. They were both ambitious and had similar ideas about their careers, both loving to work and wanting to achieve great things. From that point forward, the relationship took off like wildfire. Suddenly, they were inseparable, making appearances at every high-profile event where their undeniable chemistry lit up the room. The media was hooked, and in no time they became the music industry's ultimate power couple. Their love affair was a whirlwind. It was intense, passionate, and full of electricity, with both Lopez and Combs riding the waves of their career highs. Their union felt nothing short of destiny. As the relationship between Jennifer Lopez and Sean Diddy Combs progressed, it became clear that their whirlwind romance was not without its fair share of challenges. Despite their deep connection and mutual respect, the couple faced numerous obstacles that ultimately tested the strength of their bond. One of the most significant challenges they faced was their differing ideals about life and family. Jennifer Lopez, who had always been vocal about her desire for a stable family life, found herself at odds with Diddy's more free-spirited approach. She explained that the relationship wasn't right for her not so much because of him, but more because of where she was at the time. Lopez admitted that she needed to learn to care more about herself and establish boundaries regarding what she would and wouldn't accept. She added that he was simply being himself. Their differing views on life and family were not the only issues that plagued their relationship. Allegations of infidelity on Diddy's part added to the strain. Rumors swirled about his lingering feelings for his ex-girlfriend Kim Porter, which created tension and distrust between him and Lopez. Despite her love for Diddy, Lopez found it increasingly difficult to navigate the complexities of their relationship. The most shocking and publicized challenge they faced occurred on December 27, 1999. The couple was at Club New York in Manhattan when a gunfight broke out. The incident, which resulted in 3 people being injured, made headlines worldwide and thrust their relationship into the spotlight like never before. Combs and Lopez were both arrested after fleeing the scene. As seen in a vehicle that was later found to contain a stolen gun. The nightclub shooting incident was a turning point in their relationship. The legal troubles that followed put immense pressure on both Lopez and Combs. While Lopez was eventually cleared of any wrongdoing, Combs faced serious charges including possession of a weapon and bribery. The media frenzy surrounding the incident added to the strain on their relationship, and the couple found themselves under constant scrutiny. In the year 2000, Lopez and Combs attempted to salvage their relationship by taking a break from the public eye. They hoped that some time away from the spotlight would help them reconnect and work through their issues. However, the break only served to highlight the underlying problems in their relationship. The trust issues, the differing ideals, and the pressures of their careers proved to be insurmountable obstacles. By early 2001, it became clear that their relationship was coming to an end. Despite their best efforts, Lopez and Combs were unable to overcome the challenges they faced. Their breakup was officially announced in February 2001, leaving fans heartbroken and the media buzzing with speculation. Lopez later reflected on the breakup, stating that it hadn't been a good relationship for her. She explained that it had more to do with her own situation at the time than with him. She realized she needed to learn to care about herself more and establish boundaries regarding what she would and would accept. According to her, he was simply being himself. The end of their relationship signaled the conclusion of a tumultuous and highly publicized romance. Report also has it that Jennifer Lopez was manhandled by Sean Diddy Combs, and this was evidenced in a bomb she dropped in her new documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told. Lopez shared in the documentary that there were people in her life who expressed their love but failed to act in ways that aligned with that sentiment. She reflected on needing to hit rock bottom and find herself in extremely uncomfortable and painful situations before realizing she no longer wanted to endure such experiences. She described being thrown around and manhandled as not enjoyable and noted that while she had never been physically abused in a relationship, she had experienced being manhandled in other unsavory, rough, and disrespectful situations. During her tumultuous relationship with Shay Combs, Jennifer Lopez found herself entangled in a series of difficult and often dangerous situations. One of the most notorious incidents occurred in 1999 when Lopez was arrested following a chaotic event at a nightclub where Combs allegedly discharged a firearm. According to various reports from that period, the couple had been enjoying a night out at Club New York, located in the vibrant Midtown Manhattan. The situation escalated dramatically when Combs, in a moment that he later claimed was accidental, spilled a drink on a man named Matthew Scar Allen. This seemingly minor incident quickly spiraled out of control, leading to a violent melee as tensions in the club mounted. Witnesses reported that chaos erupted when money was thrown around the venue, which only intensified the altercation. In the midst of this pandemonium, shots were fired into the air, prompting immediate panic among the patrons. As the situation deteriorated, both Lopez and Combs attempted to escape the scene by fleeing in a Lincoln Navigator. Unfortunately for them, their escape was short-lived. Law enforcement officials soon apprehended the couple, and during the ensuing investigation, a firearm was discovered inside their vehicle. The shocking turn of events resulted in Lopez spending up to 14 hours behind bars as she awaited processing. Ultimately, the charges against her were dropped, clearing her name in the ordeal. Combs, on the other hand, faced serious leg repercussions, but was ultimately acquitted of the charges against him. Lopez spent 14 hours in a holding cell before being released without charges, while Diddy was also released without any hassle. This incident not only shocked their fans but also added a layer of controversy to their already tumultuous relationship. Former New York Police Department Detective Derek Parker recounted the aftermath of the nightclub shooting, recalling Guadalupe Rodriguez's reaction at the police station. He noted that Rodriguez was visibly upset and was yelling at Jennifer Lopez in Spanish. According to Parker, Rodriguez RZ expressed that she had warned her daughter not to get involved with him. Despite the controversies, Lopez and Diddy continued their relationship for another year before ultimately parting ways in 2001. Their breakup was as public as their romance, with both stars moving on to new relationships and focusing on their respective careers, but the shadow of their past continued to linger, especially in the eyes of Lopez's mother Guadalupe Rodriguez. Fast forward to 2015, during an appearance on The Wendy Williams Show, Jennifer Lopez's mother Guadalupe Rodriguez made her feel crystal clear about the possibility of her daughter rekindling her romance with Diddy when Wendy Williams suggested that Lopez and Diddy might get back together. Rodriguez's reaction was nothing short of fierce. With a stern expression, Rodriguez mouthed the words, "It's done," leaving no room for doubt about her stance on the matter. This moment, once a mere footnote in the annals of celebrity gossip, has taken on new significance in light of recent events. The initial public reaction to Rodriguez's fierce response was a mix of surprise and amusement. The audience at The Wendy Williams Show erupted with enthusiasm, clearly entertained by the candid exchange. Lopez herself seemed amused by the crowd's reaction. Humorously acknowledging their opinions, Lopez remarked that first of all it was crazy that everybody came alive, emphasizing that they all had something to say, which highlighted the audience's engagement with the topic. Williams finally acknowledged the crowd's opinions, and Lopez confirmed that there would be no reunion with Diddy. This light-hearted moment, however, carried a deeper meaning, serving a public affirmation of Rodriguez's protective stance and a clear indication that a reunion with Diddy was off the table. One source reported that Diddy was very controlling, constantly putting her in uncomfortable situations by always having guns and money in the car. They described her as a good girl from the Bronx who had never gotten into trouble or acted wild. The source also stated that while he never physically abused or raped her, as Cassie claimed in her lawsuit, she had her longtime manager Benny Medina to protect her. The source added that Benny would have killed Puffy if he had laid a finger on Jay, although Elle recognized that Puffy was still demanding and controlling. Another source who was aware of the couple at the time said that he had definitely manhandled her, calling it kicking a man when he's down. The two eventually broke up in 2001, and the Diddy scandal only grew more intense. Now, the Kardashians are being linked to the incident, with Kim Kardashian being one of Diddy's best friends. New evidence shows that they may have been complicit in his alleged crime,